Pandora friends, my name is Leanne and I am mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I would like to share my updated butterfly friendship bracelet with you. Now I do really love the changes I've made. I took off the enamel butterflies that I had on here. I had 3 of them on here, so I've actually ended up using more of my Topaz and Moonstone charms. Now I finally included this gorgeous Topaz Dangle. This is the Cool Breeze, and I've loved this for the longest time, but I've always kicked myself that I didn't have 2. It's just so lovely and goes so perfectly with these other ones. I've basically tried to do a play on this ring here, and you can see it's got the Moonstone and the Topaz and it's got some CZs, it's got some hearts. Yeah, it's just got so many different bits and pieces. Some leaves in there somewhere. And I really love this ring. And I do have the other, it's kind of like a reminder ring, how it's got the little gold thing hanging off it. So this one is gorgeous color. It's just beautiful. I did buy this pre-loved a long time ago, and just the color of the Topaz is just incredible. Now I also have the beautiful butterfly ring. Now I don't have to wear the butterfly with this set. I can sort of pick and choose what rings that I wear. So I've actually got this one that goes gorgeous as well. And if I don't want to wear the other one, I can always just have this look. So because I've got so many different pieces that I can sort of mix and match and swap in and out, I think this set is really versatile. Might just leave those ones on since they're there now. Of course I have the little earrings, beautiful Topaz earrings to match. And I did miss out on getting the necklace that I've wanted for forever a little while ago, and I'm kind of kicking myself about that. It was a little bit out of my price range, I guess. So I guess sometimes we don't get to get everything we want. So I've just kept this on the Moment Sparkling Heart Clasp bracelet. Now this is a really nice clasp. It just is really easy to wear and use and design with, and very strong and comfortable to take on and off. So it is a lovely one. I'm not sure, like if I ended up with a butterfly actual clasp bracelet, I would swap it out, but other than that, I will probably keep it like this. And I do still have the beautiful daisy safety chain, which is super cute. And then I have the small size of these Topaz. Now they're just called small blue Topaz flower. I'm not sure that they've got a name at all. They're lovely. I bought them sort of one at a time, pre-loved, and yeah, they're sort of all about the same colour. I've got 4 of them, and yeah, they're really beautiful. Definitely my favourites as far as how many different pieces I have of the same collection. Now the beautiful butterfly here I have, this one's actually called the Majestic butterfly. Now I just picked this one up in a set ages ago, and I'm actually happy to have it because it really complements the one on the other side, even though it's very different. This one's just called Openwork's Butterfly Swarm. So I only ever had the one butterfly in silver. I do have the gold version of this as well, but it's nice to have something opposite. The difference with this one is actually a screw-on, so if you need to put it at the end of a bracelet, it works well. And then I have this beautiful butterfly Dangle. Now this one's just called Love Takes Flight. Now this was another one I didn't have on a permanent design, and sometimes I'd put it on my bangle to sort of stack, and other times it would just sort of line my jewelry box. But I did want to include this because it is very, very beautiful, and it's the mini version, the charm version of the big pendant that I have. So it's very nice. It's got a few little cubic zirconias down the inside, and then it's got the ones on the bail as well. And on this side, because I've changed this around a bit, I've kept the friend of my heart, because of course that represents my friend from school. And it's a lovely charm. It's actually a pendant, and it's only like half of the pendant. She's got the other half, but it works well as a charm. And then I did add a pop of gold to this, and diamonds of course. Now, I don't have any other gold on this, so it sort of, to me, doesn't completely make sense, but the shape of the charms and everything, I needed something else there. So I'm sort of tossing up whether I'll try and do a pop of gold somewhere else as well. And these ones are just called the He Loves Me charm. They are very beautiful. And I did buy them pre-loved. And then these ones are a bit different. Now, this is my less bright one of the Topaz, and it's the larger size. And then this one here is a Moonstone. I actually got this one off my daughter, and it is a beautiful Moonstone. So I'm really enjoying actually putting them opposite, because when I was using this one opposite the bright one that I've got, they weren't the same anyway. So using it this way and having them on the sides, it sort of allowed me to use both of them. So I'm really glad to include the Moonstone on this bracelet. So apparently this one's called Morning Glory Moonstone Flower Charm. So I didn't really know it had a name until I found that one, and which makes you wonder what the real name of these are. If you know any other names for these charms, please let me know. And then we have a lovely little dangle here, and this one's just called the Daisy Flower Bouquet Dangle. And it's really lovely. It's just a pendant charm, and I love using these little pendant charms on bracelets. I think they're great, and especially if you don't have a lot of room on your bracelet to include a dangle. And the one on this side, it's actually called Cool Breeze, but it's also got another name, Bluebell Drop. So it's just stunning, this one. I've got a family of ducks walking up the road. Just incredible. I think they were the babies that I saw not long ago. Anyway, back to the video. Some things are just distracting around here. So then I have the little spaces. These are like little leaf spaces, and yeah, they're really good for filling in a gap. And I wasn't sure if I'd be able to include them with the two lots of dangles, but there's definitely plenty of room on my bracelet for them. I think this side's probably the tighter side, but even then it still is fine. And then of course I have the blue tendril clip, and I really do love these ones. I bought these ones pre-loved as well, but they're in pretty good condition, and yeah, they're just really old, beautiful, very, very detailed charms. The beautiful white daisy flowers, and these are just gorgeous. Now they have a lot of detail on them. They've actually got like a little bee and stuff on them, and I think a little ladybug was the other thing that was on it. These aren't as bright as when I first got them, I don't think, but they're not too bad. If you know anything about how to clean the white enamel, sometimes it goes yellowy and stuff. I have had that problem with my the butterflies that were on here, which is one of the reasons I took them off. And then I've got this beautiful friendship charm. Now this is the butterfly that splits in half, and I love using it like this and having a round charm beside it. But when you're wearing it on your arm, it just flutters around so lovely. And it's just called Friends Forever Butterfly. And then I have the gorgeous little pansy flower spaces, and I really love it. I did try and change these to little gold spaces, and I just found it was too much gold at the front. But I love how this just brings out the details. It's beautiful. And then of course I have my really bright topaz at the front. Hopefully one day I'll get a second one like that. But I'm really loving that I've been able to include all my topazes on my design. Yeah, I'm really loving this design. It's just, yeah, it just feels so lovely. You know what it's like when you have a bracelet and you're not super happy with it and you don't reach for it all the time. Well, I was sort of having that problem with this bracelet. So when I changed it around a bit, I'm definitely grabbing for it more. And then in my seconds, I'm just wearing the single ones of these that I have. They were just an extra set because of course my first set got ruined. And then as far as pendants go, I've redone this as well. So I've just got it on the beaded chain, and I've got the beautiful beaded O pendant. Now these have retired. They're just really nice, these ones. And as you can see, I've got like a little gold spacer. Now these are the ones I did try on the bracelet, and it was just too much. So I've got them on here, and I think they fit quite well. Now I did buy these little daisy spacers a little while back, and I was hoping to put them on my bracelet to make more of the white daisy sort of look. But these ones are just so white and so bright that it was very overwhelming to the bracelet. So I've put them on here and I'm actually quite happy with them. They're actually a lot larger than I thought that they would be. And then I've got more of these beautiful little topaz flowers. And then I'm able to use the gorgeous old butterfly. So this is just a cameo and it's just absolutely stunning. This is one charm that sells for way more than it originally cost. And of course I bought mine pre-loved as well, but it's in very good condition. And it's just a lovely, lovely charm. So I don't like to wear it on a bracelet. I like to wear it on a pendant. So I've been able to make this like little flowery design, very much like a little bouquet. And it looks really nice together. The back is like that. But if you're fortunate enough to pick up one of these gorgeous charms, it is very unique to Pandora. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing my little update. Hopefully the video wasn't too long, and yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and until next time, take care.